What's up? I'm Shannon King. Welcome to Beauty360. I've been an international educator and a salon owner now in Brooklyn, New York. And I've traveled the world teaching and learning the best tips and tricks from the best stylists in the world for the last 25 years. Now I get to travel around the country and highlighting my friends and their salons near you.
Shrinks up on its own, like, because you said this shrinks, right?
It
This
does
right
shrink, yeah.
So have this a little bit, like, we'll cut the whole thing shorter, but we'll keep this a little protected, so if it does shrink up, it doesn't become like bald spot and short hair.
Correct. So like basically like this like triangle, like I want like really short.
Yeah.
Where and you know I'm so like if I want like this, it would kind of go that direction. But at the same time, there's always going to be like pieces here that aren't that long.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, makes perfect.
But you have shorter hair, but you seem to be pretty active, right? So is it your yoga instructor?
What?
Pilates instructor, so even better. So Pilates and you keep your hair pretty short. Tony, as you're working with the shorter hair, any tips or things that you've got to make sure you do right when it comes to shorter hair, especially keeping it looking feminine?
I prefer to use, when I work with shorter women's styles, I prefer to do stuff that's a little bit more rounded. I try to use a little bit of round graduation technique. I think it has a nice, seamless round shape, but also be able to work and create a nice silhouette that doesn't look really boxy. And so that's what I try to do. I think that's what's going to make it a little bit more feminine, a little bit looser as well.
For anybody watching, like when you're watching, if you're taking or cutting a square graduation, that means that you're probably going to be right around the 90-degree mark, and you're going to be cutting really, really strong lines. What Tony's doing is he's going to be working through softer lines, but he's also going to have a little more of a diagonal as he works through it. That's what's going to keep it softer around to the back and then to the side. So, man, it's really important that you understand head form, head shape, and of course graduation when you're working with shorter hair.
Also, I think using this technique, it gives me the ability to control what's happening right here where there's a little bit of movement in the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she said during our consultation, this tends to jump and be a little bit uncontrollable. Yep. So I will leave a little bit more weight, and this gives me the ability to control it since I'm working from the bottom up. I can control the weight distribution. I'm going to connect the sides, but I want to still be able to control this. So I'm going to create a little bit of movement towards the face. So I'll work with diagonal sections just moving forward. We're going to still leave a little bit of length, not a lot of weight, but we'll leave a little bit of length over her ears just to protect her ears, so it kind of looks a little bit lived in that it maybe hasn't been cut.
Right.
That's about it. And from here, the same thing on the other side. So now that I went through diagonal, I'm just making sure there's not too much of a corner that sits over the ear, just from the way I work, because I'll start to pull out, I have a chance to leave a little bit of weight. I want some, but not an overly exaggerated amount.
Got it. So I know sometimes you change your grip with your shoe.
Yes.
Why is that?
I change it because I try not to bend my wrist too much. So if I cut like this, I tend to bend my wrist. I've been getting these like crazy cysts on my wrist and on my finger. So I found that if I fold it over, it's a little bit easier for me to control.
Keeps your wrist also straight.
Yes, yes. Just something that I developed over time. Now some people would say like, because it's cool now, you see people cutting hair like this, like they're flipping the shears around. I don't do it for gimmick. I do it really for the reason that it's comfortable and it keeps me from breaking my wrist too much. As they say, the old remedy was to smash it with a Bible. What? That's what they said. I wouldn't do it. My buddy's a nurse. Let's just do it. You're a nurse.
See what happens.
Well, he called one of the doctors at the hospital and they're like, don't do that. It's not.
So there's actually an assessment for it. It's called the RULA.
Yeah.
Yeah, rapid upward limb assessment. So what it does is it gauges how much we do stuff like this. We have these rapid movements in our body, especially for the top part of our bodies. And for hairdressers, they did a study on all these different occupations from 0 to 7, 7 being the worst. What do you think hairdressers were? 11. Like 11 teen, yeah, they're off the charts. So it was really, really good.
You knew somebody that could like do some workouts and stretch.
Somebody, even if they have like a Pilates background, something like
Gotta be
that.
something.
I have a lot of hairdressers that come in and they complain about their neck and shoulders.
Neck, shoulders.
I think it's so much better.
Yeah, a lot of times.
A lot of it's just lack of strength. You know, they're not, whether
Mine's
you're
right
doing Pilates.
This is where mine hurts the most.
Yeah.
Between the shoulder blades, there's nowhere else. It's just in here, and I think it's because I'm standing like this all the time.
You're not aware of your posture.
And yeah, well, that too. And I think my chest muscles have like shrunken, so it makes the back just like even worse. I'm a big fear of being quasimodo.
And blow drying does a lot of that too.
Does it?
Yeah, blow drying.
Just gonna use a little bit of like a curling balm cream, if you will. This is light, it's not real crunchy. Just will hydrate the curls, especially since it's really dry outside. And then later she can break it up if she chooses to. And we're just gonna do a light diffuse.
So why diffuse? I don't think a lot of people use diffusers when they work with their hair shorter. If their hair's shorter and you style it, they probably still just blast it or whatever. So.
I like so it doesn't blast. Like that's the whole point, just to keep it in place. I even do this with some of my like male clients where if you sculpt it, looks really good. I just kind of diffuse it. Once it's dry, I break it up and then put some product to it so it looks like it's been smoothed out, especially on really straight hair. No, you should. And that's why I'm not like blow drying it, because it's unrealistic. If you don't do it at home, why am I going to sit here and spend 15 minutes drying it? And you're like, okay, that's great, but I'm not going to do this. I might not like my haircut when I go home if I have to dry it.
You never dry it at home.
Yeah, it's just the sauce, right? 20.
20%.
So we're the best.